Yo, what up, Knuckles? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from your mama's house. Doing my thing as I usually do, bringing you guys the second episode of Hansen versus Predator. Just in case you guys don't know what's up, if you remember that whole To Catch a Predator series, well, it's kind of back. Now it's not with Dateline, it's with some money that Chris Hansen, the star of it himself, he raised with Kickstarter. So now he has his own investigation series called Hansen versus Predator. And this is the second episode. The first episode I kind of watched live chat when I was with this girl, Lena. You can see it on this channel. And it's called To Catch a Predator is Back. But it's not called To Catch a Predator. It's only called Hansen versus Predator, but it's the same exact thing. You basically got some dumbass dude who sees a girl on the internet. She's underage. Now they're using things like, MySpace, Facebook like before, but now they're using new shit like Tinder, Whisper, and all these other things I don't know about. But yeah, they're using it. And it's the same thing. The men initiate the conversation. The girls never start. Then once they start talking to the girl, once they start saying sexual things to the girl, it's not really an underage girl, but it's a detective playing an underage girl. And then once the guy starts saying sexual stuff, then the underage girl will then invite him to her house. And then he's gonna go to the house, get busted by Chris Hansen while he sits there, goes crazy, whatever, eating some brownies, cookies, and all this shit. And they usually bring stuff with them, like Mike's Hard Lemonade and all that. Well, if you don't know this show, you should definitely go watch To Catch a Predator. Then you can start watching Hansen vs. Predator because they're coming out with the episodes very slowly. Not even episodes, they're kind of releasing this thing like Predator after Predator, like that. So like episode 1 was one fucking Predator. Episode 2 was another Predator. They're doing it like one Predator at a time. I don't know if it's because of a lack of Predators, but they're doing these things really slow. But now I'm going to give my review on John Dupay. What the fuck's his weird ass last name? John Dupay. Dupay. Weird ass last name, Dupay. He's 40 years old. He was going after a 13-year-old girl. He used to work as a mail carrier and stuff. What killed me about this guy was just the fact that this dude was mad creepy. Mad creepy. You guys gotta understand, I have a passion for this TV show. So I'm gonna make a fucking review of every single Predator because I have a strong passion for this TV show. I like this TV show so much. Like, I never really spent time with my father watching TV because we always had different interests on things to watch. This was the only thing we've ever watched together. We watched like half the episodes of To Catch a Predator together. Just chilling in his room watching that shit. Whenever that shit came on, we just watched it together because it's one thing we're both interested in, right? So I'm going to review him. This guy was extremely creepy. I don't like the actress they have for this To Catch a Predator. For this Hansen vs. Predator. I don't like her. She's all nervous. She's not a good actress. Yeah, she looks young, but she sucks. One they had, her fake name was Katie Did Sing. She was in To Catch a Predator, if you guys remember. She was amazing. She was 19. She played a 14-year-old. She was amazing at it. When the guys came over, she'd she'd fuck with them. She'd say things. She'd be mad calm. She'd get them to say the nastiest shit. Then she walks away and Chris Hansen come. But most, like this one they have and half the other ones they have, they're bad actresses. I'm not talking about how they look or how they say sexual shit on the internet. I'm talking about how they behave when the Predator gets there. I don't like this girl. She's not a good actress with how she treats these guys when they come in. You know what I mean? I think most Predators are going to realize she's full of shit and try to leave because she's not that good. But that chick who played Katie Did Sings, she was fucking good. She was awesome, right? So he walks in, he's doing this thing. He's like, hey, I'm 40 years old. And she was like, so what would you want from me? He's like, I want a hug. He tried to hug her. She walks off. Chris Hansen comes out. Now, this dude took his mugshot and he was straight balling. Straight balling in his mugshot. Straight balling. But he doesn't really come off to me as I'm not going to say he doesn't come off as a bad person, but he doesn't come off to me as like an aggressive, like dangerous person, like he's likely to hurt her, He walked in with a Snapple and shit like that. I'm not going to say he's a nice guy, but I'm going to say he's a soft guy. This guy's kind of softer. The guy before was a little more of an aggressive type of guy. He had guns and handcuffs and shit in his car. But this guy here is kind of a softy. That's why he cried in his fucking mugshot. He cries during the whole interview, cries and all that shit. Doesn't matter. He deserves to go to prison, of course, 100%. He's supposed to. But I'm just saying, he's a real softy. I doubt he was really gonna, not really, but I doubt he's one of those predators who are likely to kidnap and stab and kill, all that stuff. But either way, he deserves prison time because when you try to lure in an underage girl, have sex with her, you deserve whatever you're gonna get in prison. That's how I feel. But I'm just saying, this guy is impressively like soft. Usually guys who do this, they don't typically fold under pressure and stuff like that too much, because what they're doing is extremely risky in the first place. So I'm surprised somebody this soft would risk that. You know what I mean? Because he's not gonna survive a day in prison. He's not gonna survive a day. He's gonna get it hard. This dude's gonna get it. So if you guys didn't see it, I'll also put the link of the episode in the description so you go check it out. But yeah, this guy was just incredibly soft. I can't believe he actually tried to do it. He actually risked it. It's not for him. He's gonna have a bad time in prison because he's gonna get at least a couple of years. And yeah, man, he fucked up. Let this be a lesson. Let this show be a lesson to all of y'all. Let it be a lesson to all of y'all. You know, it's not even only about child molestation. I mean, when it comes to you doing something you know you're not supposed to be doing. Because at one point, all of these dudes had the opportunity to just say, you know what? I'm not going to do this shit and not go over the house. They all had that opportunity at one point. They all had that point of return. They all had that point of return. And once they walk into the house, they've reached the point of no return. We all have that point of return that we sometimes wish we could go back to. Don't wish you can go back to that point of return. Just turn around. So when you're about to do something stupid like cheat on your wife, maybe cheat on your girlfriend, about to fuck a girl without a condom you don't trust, about to nut in a girl because it feels good and all that shit, trust me, and I'm not trying to be funny, that point of return is important because you might not ever get it again. Because that fuck up might be your last fuck up. So I just want to support you guys. Like, look, you can get pleasure any other time, any other way you may find it. Don't risk your future for temporary pleasure. It is not worth it. Because that possible temporary pleasure or a temporary feeling of pleasure can lead you to a complete future of pain. Pure pain. And it's not worth it. What if he would have smashed it, would last 20 minutes? Oh yeah, that was great, it was awesome, now I'm gone. But then 20 years of punishment because of that 20 minutes? Seriously. When you think of something, you're about to do something stupid, and you realize you have a point of return, take it. Just take it. You have a point of return, take it. Just take it. You know what I mean? Take that opportunity. I don't want to see anybody I know in this fucking show. And I don't want to see anybody I know either with a woman they love. They fuck it up by fucking some other chick who talks too much. Then they end up losing their wife and kids and they got to pay child support. Not putting them on the same level either, because of course this is much, much worse. But they're on the same level when it comes to the point of return. Take that point of return seriously, man. Do not sleep on it. Take that point of return. You can still go back, go do it. Temporary pleasure is not worth it. You can do other things another time. Don't be this nigga. Now everybody in the whole country knows who he is. Or at least everybody who watches the show. So far, they're not getting that many hits like I thought they would. That's why I'm making this video. Hopefully more people watch it because I love this fucking show. And I'm out, niggas. Later.